Hello, hello. Welcome to my channel. I realize I almost never introduce myself, but I'm Holly. It's in the title of my channel. I feel like it's self-explanatory. Anyway, I have continued to do thrifting. No one's surprised. And I've got another huge haul for you, and I'm so excited about these books. And I'm so excited to show you and hear what you guys think of these books, if you have read them or heard of them or anything like that. So yeah, it's a very sunny winter day today, so there's gonna be sun on my face. It is what it is. So let's just jump in. I picked up Fool's Assassin by Robin Hobb. I am on a mission to collect all of the Elderling series, but the ones that focus on fits. This one is large and it's hardback and it doesn't match any of the other ones I've ever collected, but it's Robin Hobb. You can't pass it up when you see it at the thrift store. So there's that one. I picked up Face of Betrayal, a triple threat novel by Lisa Well with April Henry. I'm not sure why April Henry is so tiny. She contributed only a little bit, I guess. Anyway, I know that Lisa, oh, it's not Lisa, it's Liz. Anyway, I know that she is a Christian author, published by Thomas Nelson. I've never actually read anything by her, so yeah, this will be a first for me. I picked up Malice by John Gwynne. Like, this book is like pretty popular right now. I think the third book in the trilogy must have just been released or something. It's the Faithful and the Fallen trilogy. So anyway, I've been seeing this on Booktube quite a bit, and like I was so surprised to find it at the thrift store. So I know nothing about it other than it's fantasy. The next one is Wicked by Gregory Maguire. This one, I believe, is the first one. I don't know if, I think it's meant to be like a series, duology, not really sure. But I've hauled Mirror Mirror before, and I think this one actually is first. This is, I think, what the Broadway show, I think that's what this is based on. I mean, the other way around. The Broadway show is based on this. But anyway, yeah, I just figured since I had Mirror Mirror, why not pick up that one. This one is another bit of an obscure one for you guys, but it's a logo design book. I had seen it at the thrift store a few times prior to the day I went. This day was a sale day. So this one just goes through a whole bunch of different logos and the different techniques you can do. And it really, I think it's meant to like really feed your creativity. So I was really happy that I was able to snag this one on a sale day. This one, The Clockmaker's Daughter by Kate Morton. I think it's from first person. No? Yeah, it is. But I have it requested on audio from my library, I think. And so if I like it, then I'll keep it. But I've actually heard good things about this one. So I've never read any Kate Morton. That will be my first. I have a sneaking suspicion it's more of like the slice of life kind of novels. And I don't really like those, so we'll see. The next one, which is completely, I don't know, shot in the dark, I guess, is The Cleric Quintet. Oh right, that's why I picked this one up. Because this was $1 by R.A. Salvatore. This is $1, and I got the entire quintet. So I got 5 novels in here for $1. So it's really hard to go wrong at prices like that. So yeah, I am gonna give this one a try. This is one of the books that I've had in my cart for a while, and then I happened to find it at the thrift store, so $1. But it is book 2. I have book 1 still in my cart online, but we'll see. This one is by L.B. Graham. I don't know anything about it. It looks kind of like Indiana Jonesy, but I could be way off. And yeah. Frank Peretti, not The Prophet, it's just Prophet. I don't know anything about this, but I'm kind of on a Frank Peretti and Ted Dekker kind of binge at the moment, so I picked this one up. So, I mean, I hope you guys aren't too frustrated with my book hauls, because I haul from the thrift store, which means I likely haven't researched them beforehand. There's a cute little bookmark in here. I'm gonna add that to my bookmark collection. So yeah, I really don't have much to tell you about the books that I haul, and I am sorry about that, but if you're like me, half of your book deciding dilemma is based on the cover, so this is a way you can have a look at the cover. Okay, so I got 2 books from the Precinct 11 series by Jerry B. Jenkins. I have The Betrayal and The Brotherhood. I don't really know how this works, because it doesn't say like book 1 or book 2 or whatever, so I don't know where it falls in the series. This one was 2011. And this one was 2011. That doesn't even help. Yeah, so I would have to do some research to know where to start with this series, but Jerry B. Jenkins, again, is a Christian author, so I'm willing to give that a try. Okay, so sometimes I like to pick the obscure book that really, I don't know, there's a few of those in here. But I got Into the Blizzard, The Adventures of Jack Zachary, Heretic of the Northland by Olivine, it's kind of a cool name. Olivine Nadeau-Bonner. Sounds French, maybe? So I picked this one out because it's the first sentence on the back says, when Jack Zachary of Manitoba, Canada accepted Christ as his master, he began to spread his new faith. And then so I don't know if this is 100% fiction, if there's any real elements or I'm trying to read this person's handwriting in this inscription. Is it Millie Bell? Because that's a cute name. If this was given to somebody named Millie Bell, that's cute. And then they just wrote good book. So I guess we'll have to see. Let's see what year this one is. 1971. So there's that. The next one I have is Breaker's Reef by Terry Blackstock, from the Cape Refuge series, and I believe I have 2 from the series already. I'm hoping one of them isn't this one. But yeah, I like to, I don't know, Christian authors I feel quite safe with buying their books, so yeah, guess we'll see. This is one of her older series, I know that much. This is gonna tip. But anyway, let's carry on. Okay, so speaking of obscure, like sometimes I just wing it, and this is one of those times. This is a beautiful cover. I don't know if I'll be able to take this piece of tape off. It would be nice if I could. We will see. But it's got this like nice pine cone gold detail on it. It's called The Golden Pine Cone, and I can't read the author on the spine, so by Catherine Anthony Clark. Whew, 1958. That's a gem. So yeah, I don't really remember why I picked this one up. I remember that I did rifle through it a little bit and kind of browsed some of the content, but at this point I've been collecting these books for quite a while now, so I don't actually remember. So yeah, it smells like an old book, which isn't my favorite smell. But there's that one. We're gonna go with a Victorian mystery. Mrs. Jeffries and the Silent Night. My husband's name is Jeffrey, so that works nicely. By Emily Brightwell. It says here, Mrs. Jeffries is the Miss Marple of Victorian mystery. So, Miss Marple is, Agatha Christie, which I still haven't read yet. Well, I read Murder on the Orient Express. But, yeah, I just like the way this looks like a cozy, I hate that term actually, cozy mystery. I hate that term. It's weird. But, anyway, it kind of looks like that. So I guess we'll see. And it's kind of Christmassy. And I'm wanting to try and read a few Christmassy books, sort of, in December. So let's carry on. We picked up, I'm one person, picked up, I think this is like 4 books. I think there's like 2 books in each by Kristen Heitzman. She has written one of my favorite trilogies, which is over there on my shelf, that I really want to reread. So I thought I would give this a try. And this was on a sale day when hardcovers were half price, and they're always more expensive, right? So, yeah, so these are Honor's Request, nope, that's not what it says. Honor's Quest and Honor's Disguise. And this one is Honor's Pledge and Honor's Price. I get the feeling maybe somebody is named Honor. Who knows? I don't know how high this will go for you guys to see. I don't have like a screen that shows me what's going on. Okay, the next one, yes, got myself some Stephen Lawhead again. Oh, this one thrift store, you guys, is like gold. So, I got the 3rd book in the Celtic Crusades, The Mystic Rose, and I have hauled books 1 and 2 on separate thrift visits. So like, what are the chances? Like, I'm just getting all of this one person's books, I think, which I'm totally fine with. But yeah, there's that. You guys, that one's gonna tip, I think. Okay, these 2, I scoured the shelves. I was certain that the next one is Dangerous Passage by Lisa Harris, also a Christian author. This one sounds like it might follow the stereotypical Christian suspense romance formula, but we'll give it a try, right? We'll give it a try. Okay, I think that's good for that pile. Where do we go next, folks? Okay, so I got actually 2 on 2 separate occasions, Shauna Niequist books, which is really great. I've already read this one, but, and I really liked it, but I didn't have the physical copy, so I would like to have it so I can like underline and such. And then this one I have not read yet, but I do have the workbook for, so that would be really nice to be able to read it and do the workbook at the same time. So that was a really good find. And then kind of in the same formula, she's a Christian author, by the way, and that's Christian nonfiction. Lisa Turkhurst, The Best Yes. So this one I also have a workbook, and I've thrifted all of these workbooks, you guys. This is so cool. So yeah, I have The Best Yes, and I've been wanting to read that one for a while. Next up, I've got 100 Years of Anne of Green Gables by L.M. Montgomery. I don't actually really have any desire to read this book, and I think I said that last time I hauled one of the Anne of Green Gables books, but because their collector editions are so pretty, I just like to have them on my shelf, right? This is gorgeous. It's a Penguin Canada hardcover, but no jacket on it, and it's in like mint condition, you guys. This is so nice. All right, so hey, another obscure book, Stories to Enjoy, Literary Heritage Series. Now, what was the reason that I hauled this one? I think maybe that's why, because I want to see if I can enjoy short stories, so. And of course, I'm always suckered in by the vintage books, you guys. Okay, so I think a lot of people know who Lori Hall's Anderson is. She's got a couple really well-known middle grade books, I think. I've never read anything by her, but this book was at the thrift store and it caught my eye. So it's called Winter Girls. You're not dead, but you're not alive. You're a winter girl. That might be appropriate to read in winter. There's that. All right. We've got Imposters by Scott Westerfeld. This one is, it says Scholastic, so I think, correct me if I'm wrong, does Scholastic sell adult books as well, or is it just like middle grade books? I don't know. But cover looks neat. And oh, right, that's what intrigued me about this one. It is in first person, that's unfortunate, but this one is about twins. Boy-girl twins. Boy-girl twins? No. Not sure. Frey and Raffi. Kind of sounds like boy-girl twins, right? I don't know. But it says, they are inseparable, two edges of the same knife, but Frey's very existence is a secret. So it sounds like it's one of those two people take on one identity kind of thing. Sounds interesting. The next one, oh, this is such a gorgeous cover, you guys. This is a painting. I wish I knew who painted it, because this is stunning. So, Jamestown by Angela Elwell Hunt. Angela Hunt is a Christian author as well. This is book 2 of Keepers of the Ring series. But yeah, the cover, this is a cover by, like, I wish I could paint like that. That would be incredible. So, next up, I found a Chuck Black book at the thrift store, which is super uncommon over here where I live, because, I don't know, I just don't, I think, like I've never really heard of Chuck Black before Celestria introduced me to him, and I've really never heard of him afterward. Like, the only source I have for even knowing who Chuck Black is Celestria, so thanks, Celestria. So yeah, I found this one. This is book 1 of the Kingdom series, Kingdom's Dawn. I have not started this series yet, but yeah, I definitely plan to. So kind of fun to find a copy at the thrift store. The next one is Praying the Names of Jesus by Anne Spangler. This is a daily guide. I don't know if you would have, like, I don't know if you'd have to read it like every, like, I don't know if it has to be like a devotional, like a daily thing, or if you could just read in like a book, right? I don't know. But I really want to learn more about prayer, so that's gonna add to my books about prayer collection. The next one is Lockwood & Co., The Screaming Staircase by Jonathan Stroud. I wish I could remember who recommended this on BookTube. Oh, it was somebody specific. I'm really sorry. If you're watching this, let me know in the comments below and say, that was me, because I would love to give you credit. Because I saw this like almost the day after I saw one of her videos, and I was like, oh, wow. Like, I need to try this. Like, I only watched that video yesterday. So, yeah. Apparently it was like, I think one of her favorite books, so. And it's a series. Give it a try. Next up is Heart of the Wilderness by Jeanette Oak. I don't typically go for these kinds of books. Jeanette Oak, she used to be an author that I would read from as a teenager, but not so much anymore. However, the back summary kind of got me. It's basically about a man who lives in the wilderness, in the snowy wilderness. I don't know where exactly geographically, but something happens to his kids, his daughter and son-in-law, and he now has to raise his 4-year-old granddaughter in the wilderness. And I just find that such an interesting dynamic to have this man who's used to solitary, who probably likes it in the wilderness, now has to like be a father figure to this child. And I'm just so excited to see that dynamic play out. Okay, so we've got Monster Calls by Patrick Ness. I've watched this movie and I liked the movie, and I've heard that it's a gut wrencher, one that makes you cry, and books don't make me cry, so we'll see if that one does it. The next one caught my eye because of the pretty cover of Bees and Mist. 3 strong women, 2 feuding families, a singular story of enchantment by Eric Sedawan. It sounds very fantastical. I don't know. It sounds a little obscure, but I'm kind of interested in that. So there it is. Okay, we got a few middle grade coming at you. Oh wait, I'll do this one first. Perfect Shadow by Brent Weeks. This is like a novella that goes with his other series. I forget what it's called. Night Angel trilogy. I don't know where it fits in the trilogy, but I have the trilogy, and so I saw this at the Dollar Tree. Sorry, it's not thrifted, but it was $1, $1.25. I saw this and I thought it would be good to have because I already have the trilogy, so why not get the novella as well? This one, again, the cover drew me in. The Unwanteds by Lisa McMahon. This says The Hunger Games meets Harry Potter. I haven't read either of those books or watched either of those movies, so I have no idea. But wow, guys, there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 books in this series at the time that this particular one was published. So it's a big series, so I guess we'll see if we like it. The next one we'll go with is, this one. I've been wanting to get my hands on a copy of Artemis Fowl by Eowyn Colfer, and this cover is gorgeous. Like, that's amazing. So if I like this book, I will be wanting to collect the series in this edition, because it's just beautiful. So yeah, there's that. Okay, I've got a couple rolled doll books. I've got James and the Giant Peach and Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, because these were both movies from my childhood. So now I have the books as well. And you will probably see those again in May. And then I've got Are You There, God? It's Me, Margaret by Judy Blume. And I feel like I've heard about this book. I don't know how or why or when, but I have not read it. I've just heard about it, so we'll see. We'll see. Okay, this one. Amanda the Curly Reader. She read Breadcrumbs by Anne Ursu, and while she didn't love this book, I was going to say movie, she didn't love this book, and that's fine, but the way that she described the beginning part of it anyway sounded really interesting, plus this cover is just so pretty. So when I saw this at the thrift store, I've been wanting to read it anyway, so yeah, now I have it. That's awesome. Can't wait to read it. Next up is Birdwing by Rafe Martin. Don't know anything about this. I must have read the back at some point. Oh, once upon a time, 6 brothers were turned into swans. Do you need any more information? That's interesting. So, I got that. I've got Stardust by Neil Gaiman. I don't think that I'm going to be interested in any of Neil Gaiman's adult or YA content, but I did like his, unfortunately, The Milk. That one was really good, and this one I believe is a middle grade as well, so fingers crossed. I think I have heard good things about it as well, so hopefully. And then I've got Crank by Ellen Hopkins. This is is this poetry? Like, it kind of looks like it's a poetry book, but at the back it says, life was good before I met the monster. After life was great, at least for a little while. So, yeah, I don't know. Super curious about this book. Let me know if you read it. Okay, now on to my mass market paperbacks. You guys know that I cannot have a book thrift haul without having some mass market paperbacks, because they're my jam. So I got The Great Hunt by Robert Jordan. This is book 2 in the Wheel of Time series. I still don't know 100% if I'm going to be loving this series, but I got the first one, which is called The Eye of the World, in this edition, and I never see this edition anywhere. So I saw this one, it was book 2, it's the same edition, I'm gonna go for it. So I would also be... So when you're thrifting books, you can't really be picky. So I got the mass market paperback instead of the bigger format. I also got 2 more Robin Hobb in the mass market paperback that I enjoy. I've got Assassin's Fate and Assassin's Quest, and these are book Farseer Trilogy book 3 and the Fitz and the Fool Trilogy book 3. So there we go. Excited to get back into that world. All right, let's go with this one. I got the Screw Tape Letters. I already have 2 copies of the Screw Tape Letters, but this one is interesting. It's like original. Whoa, guys. Look, there's like a long inscription from someone. Oh, I'm so excited to read that. Oh, that's so sweet. And this inscription was written in 1984. Wow, guys, I love it. Love it. So, I got that one. I've got Sherlock Holmes, The Complete Novels and Stories, Volume 2, by obviously Sir Arthur Conan Doyle, with an introduction by Lauren D. Esselman. Yeah, I'm looking forward to trying some Sherlock Holmes. I do have The Hounds of the Baskervilles. I've got Margie by John Branton. Heiress to a fortune, she left it all to live in the dangers and terrifying world of the ghetto. Thought that might be interesting. I've got 2010 Odyssey 2. So I think this is a sequel to the successor to 2001. Right, okay. By Arthur C. Clarke. This is considered a classic sci-fi, I think. So there it is. Wow, this book feels weird. The Transall Saga by Gary Paulson. I really liked the Hatchet by Gary Paulson, so I'm interested to try more of his work. I've got Deep Wizardry by Diane Duane. And come on, you guys, this cover, whoa, like sharks, sold. And it's ages 10 and up, so it's a middle grade, so it won't have all the junk that the Meg and Jaws had. So I'm looking forward to that. I've got Chapter House Dune by Frank Herbert. I don't know where this falls in the series, but I've been collecting them, so I have this one now. Hopefully I like this series. I mean, I would really like to read it before the TV show, before I watch the TV show, so. Michael Crichton, The Lost World. I really need to get my hands on Jurassic Park because I enjoyed that one, minus there's a lot of language. So that's a big disclaimer. I want to thrift that one, and this is the sequel to that. I've got, oh man, you guys, these old books just get me. The Prince and the Pauper by Mark Twain. So like, that's a classic. I'm interested. And then we've got like, okay, The Chronicles of Narnia. 2 different edition styles. But this, I could only find books 4, 5, and 6 in this style. And then I saw book 2 in this style, and I think I have book 1 in this style as well from a different haul. So yeah, I guess I'm collecting those books as well. But anyway, there it is. That's my thrift haul. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know which one sounds the most intriguing. Let me know if you've read any of these. Yeah, let's chat books in the comments below, and I hope you have a lovely day. Bye!